iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we have an NFC fighting store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Punter Rigoberto Sanchez has it teed up and ready to go. And here we go from Chicago. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Running down the left side. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game, too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense. Got to be explosive. They put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Williams on 1st down. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Rolling back, gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of Inch as they get set for 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam are what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Second and 6 coming up here. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
One play action, Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount. And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Let's go.
It's Montgomery on 3rd. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Here
we go.
Here's the snap on 4. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Throwing from the gun. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions take a 7-point lead in the first. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions grow their lead to 8. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Williams to throw on 1st. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So that brings up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Williams to throw. Taken in by Loveland. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Big gain. 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That's caught. He found some space. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part is the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
What is up?
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 14-6 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, good look for them. That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Starting from the 5. In the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Dumps it off to his running back. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets the 1st and more. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Yes. What is up?
Here's Williams. Has it downfield working the left. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A pickup of 17. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
What is up?
Williams on 1st down. Brought in right side by Moore. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Williams from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
What is up?
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
What is up?
Working from the gun, Williams. Got a man, Loveland has it. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Down, 1 yard to go.
What is up?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this.
What is up?
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a 1st down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Flushed out of the pocket. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. That's good for a 1st down on the completion by the Auburn rookie.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
Get some space around midfield. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field, the tone of this drive.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push this to an 8-point game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions push the lead to 2 scores now. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10.
What is it on?
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Williams off the play fake. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
What is it?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10 from the 32.
What is it on?
Lowered back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Williams to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down. Here's Williams. Buying some time right. It's Cox. This is Loveland. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that'll be first down Chicago. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Soldier Field after this. First and 10 now from the 46.
Combo! What is it on? Yeah.
To throw is Williams. Catch made by Loveland. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, they need 7.
What is it? Vegas!
Here's Williams again. Taken in by Loveland. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It's a gain of 4.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. It's on target to Moore. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a 29-yard gain. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
To the air yet again, Williams. He's got Moore once again. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a one-score game before halftime. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Again, it's Williams. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside their skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Back now, pressure coming. Looking for Williams, and it's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Yeah, I know we're coming down the home stretch of his rookie campaign, and he's supposed to have learned from these mistakes. It's a long season in the NFL, and that pick shows you he's still got a lot to learn.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Williams to throw on first. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Ready, set.
One final shot before the half. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bears take over a first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10.
Ready, set.
Here's the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
Ready, set.
Now Williams escapes out to the left. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Rome Odunze, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Here he goes, third and long. All the left side. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
First down, Williams to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Five still to go here. This is second down.
Ready, set. Bang. Williams
from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Completed over the middle. Taken down right along the 30. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll be first down Chicago.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Punch stars, punch stars.
On play action, here's Williams. Met's got it, left side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Yes, 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 yes.
Working from the gun, Williams. Runs him over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Yes. Go.
From the red zone now. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
Ready.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ready, set.
They go to him again. And this time he mixed it in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead right away in half number 2. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Now after the timeout to talk things over, here they go, trying for 2.
The Bears will line up.
Williams trying to throw for it. And the pass is caught. That's 2 more on the score. Well, they were just 1 away from the strikeout, Brock, but their 3rd attempt finally nets them a 2-point conversion.
I know some coaches, played for some coaches that would have lost some faith in their offense and never tried it again, but not this crew. And this time they're rewarded with not just a couple points, but a shot of some renewed confidence as well.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd down, looking for options. Completed to his running back. Pickup of 2 here. And the Lions have a 1st down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun here. Bears getting close, so they're going to take him down. The sack forces an out up for 3rd down.
Loss on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. 1st down from the 42. I'll throw it. He's going deep. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Milligan throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
Air it out on 3rd. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Before they bring him down on the return.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard
line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 47-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
We got Hornets! 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 Hot stars! Hot stars!
1st down, Williams. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Throwing from the gun. Complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
32! 32! 32! 36! Yeah.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Well, the president nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking in the air here. Oh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down comes coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
This is our last play of the quarter. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. The Lions readying for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. A little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender. He knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And this is another incompletion. Rome Odunze, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th and long. Chicago brings out the punting unit. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. That's complete to St. Brown outright. Here he goes again. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
They give it to the back of the zone read. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game.
26.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Out of the pistol, Williams. On the move, headed right. complete out to the right side. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago. New set of downs for him. Starts at the 38. On first down, no run. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Vegas!
Williams from the gun. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Okay, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Not an enviable spot as they come up third and long. Here he goes, third and long. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Punting unit out now. Ball taken in at the 36. He's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
At the Bears' 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. Receiver in motion, going left. We give here to the motion man. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. And the Bears...
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11. Pass play now. He finds space, middle of the field. They get this down to the 28. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Let's go now.
They'll work against the blitz. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw. Has his man. It stops. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Pollard does the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
What is it on? Punch squares, punch.
Working from the gun, Williams. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here's Williams. That's Moore to catch out left. And he stopped cold at the spot. Oh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So first down from the 41.
Credits up.
Williams will look to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's got Moore once again. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air yet again, Williams. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here's Williams again. Once again, pass caught by Moore. And they bring him down around the 34. Third down, here's Williams. He rolls to his right. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Bears first down.
First down, Williams to throw. Met's got it, left side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Again, it's Williams. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears got to score in a hurry. Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this third down. Now Williams. Making touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. Maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up fourth down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on fourth down. Desperation time here. Pass brought in by Burton. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
That's good for our Bears.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Getting out to his left. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
To throw. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Bears decide to call their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Slot man's in motion right. Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. He'll throw it. It's on target to Williams. And they get this down to the 28. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So the Lions get the win on the road.